Throwback to the 2010 Cars Toons with Unidentified Flying Mater diecast, Corporal Kim on the left, and Captain Munir on the right. Now, Unidentified Flying Mater, also known as UFM, was one of the smaller shorts. It didn't have that many diecasts released for it, unlike Mater the Greater or Rescue Squad Mater that had a lot. But regardless, it was still a very good short, and out of the few diecasts released for it, they were very interesting and unique. So now, let's get into today's suggestion video. Thank you, Selva Kumar, for the suggestion. I really do appreciate it, and although the suggestion process is currently closed, you can still make your birthday request if you haven't done so already. And now, I just want to kind of do a preface for the next 2 months here because there are a lot of birthday requests coming up, which is very, very cool. Lots of May and June birthdays, and I just kind of want to ask you guys, how should I do my extra videos? This week upcoming, I do have a video planned on Wednesday because there's a birthday on Tuesday and on Thursday. Pretty coincidental there. So I just like to know your thoughts and opinions on how I should incorporate another video. I don't really want to upload so many videos where you guys don't have the time to watch them all. So it's just kind of a different dilemma that I'm not used to having, because in July I have no birthdays so far, but in the next 2 months I have a lot. So just let me know your thoughts on that, and now let's get into today's suggestion video. Now, of course, these are from Unidentified Flying Mater. Both were deluxes in the Cars Toon series back in 2010. And now, for some odd reason, I have no idea why, but nowadays, Corporal Kim, the Hummer here, is very rare. If you look on eBay, you can probably snag one for around $40. That's quite a bit. And the helicopter here, Captain Munir, is a lot less expensive, and I have no idea why. I thought they were kind of released in the same capacity. I do always remember these helicopters being a peg warmer at my Toys R Us's, but I'm pretty sure Corporal Kim was there as well, but I don't know, that's just kind of what happened. One became very rare and the other one not so much. Now, their role in the short was very minor. They didn't have any speaking lines. They were just background characters that were trying to catch the unidentified flying kind of UFO thing, the unidentified flying object that Mater befriended, of course, was named Mator. And if you'd like to see my review of Mator, the link will be down in the description below. And that's what I mean by unique, because Mator is literally, it's like a disc. I don't really know how to say it. It is a UFO, so it's pretty cool. And now, of course, Mater broke him out of the Area 51 area, and now these two and a bunch of other army vehicles are trying to track them down and, of course, get the UFO back, but that didn't turn out to be too successful. Now, let's just first take a look here at Corporal Kim, who's obviously a Hummer, or very, very similar to what a Hummer would be. He's got a big silver grate, kind of like a protector of his grill, because he is oh my goodness, an army vehicle, so he needs that extra protection right there. Now, of course, his whole body is decked out with this camouflage color, which is really cool. I also really kind of like the uniqueness of his rims here. As you can see, you have those dots with kind of like a rectangle darting out there. It's not like congruent or anything. I mean, that's just kind of odd that they have that random rectangle dotting out there, but I think that's pretty cool. And it's the same on Hummer Sven, who we'll take a look at in a moment here. But now the only part on him that is metal is this base right here, this hammock here, or the case over, I'm not really sure what to call it, but this part here is plastic, but it is non-removable. It would be pretty interesting to see what he looked like without the cover on, though. That'd be kind of cool. Now, he does have this antenna here on his right side. Looks pretty cool. A kind of, I don't know what this would be called. It's kind of like a grill, but I know it's not. And that is really all. I mean, he's completely decked out in the camouflage right here, just like Captain Munir is as well. Now, he does kind of have a hook on the back, but it's way too small for anything to be actually hooked onto it. It just way too small, but at least Mattel did try by putting something there. His back is kind of similar to Sarge with kind of having those two buckles right there. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I do have Sarge right here to kind of compare. But as you can see, those little buckles right there, I'm not really, the pull things I would assume, as you can see, Sarge has them up here. His are kind of a little bit folded down, but I guess it's kind of a standard for any Army vehicle. Now, we do have a few other Hummers in the Cars universe. Of course, here we have TJ from the first Cars movie. He also has that metal grate on the grill, but it is different. And now these are the same model, I do believe, but actually my bad. They are not the same model because of the fact that he has the cover here and TJ is actually a full body. But if you look really closely, I mean, their fronts are basically the same here with the lines and the defines of the lines right there. You can see that they are basically the same. So they kind of design these after each other, but they are different models. Now, of course, we do have Hummer Sven here as well, who has the same rims as Corporal Kim, but is different model as well because his body goes into a slant here and he has this little hat on top here. So he is also different, but as you can see, they do actually have the same side view mirrors for the most part there. He does not have that grille protector because he probably doesn't really need it. I mean, TJ is kind of an off-road car, and Hummer Sven here is, of course, more of a political figure. All three of them do have that thing on the hood. I'm sorry, but I don't know what that actually is. And on the back here, these do have kind of similar backs with the taillights and stuff, but all of them do have their own unique features about them. I feel like TJ is the most unique because he has all these different gadgets and mud flaps, but they all do have their similarities as well. And now let's move here on to Captain Munir. Now there are a bunch of other helicopters that are his model. I'm sure you guys have all seen them, but I will put a little comparison up in the corner here if you haven't. And he is actually all metal. He's actually quite heavy in my opinion. Now his camo pattern is a little bit different from Corporal Kim's, which is good. Now, I'm not really sure why it says that, but it actually has Mitchell on the side here. I'm surprised it wouldn't say like Munir or something. Maybe that's his first name? I really don't know. We have 51 here, which obviously stands for Area 51. Kind of like a sideways triangle without the base there, so I'm assuming that might mean Area 51. Now, you can see that he is definitely on the UFO... I'm not really sure. UFO mission, he's on that project. So he does have like 7 UFOs painted on the side here. I'm not really sure what that means. It reminds me of Chewie with the, what was it called? Didn't he have like little cars on the back of him for all the ones that he like took down and stuff? So that kind of reminds me of him. And of course there you have the UFO logo right there with an actual picture of it, A51 there, and Chopper 01. That's the abbreviation, CHPR. He has a smaller propeller here in the back that does spin as well. Just kind of has the same decals as he did on the front here. On the flip side, we actually do have a different logo here, which is kind of more like the logos that are on Skipper there with the star. So that's pretty cool right there. And just kind of the same decals as well. Now this blade up top actually does fold into only 2 blades, but it is very difficult to get back into the perfect setting, so I'm not going to demonstrate that for you guys, unfortunately. Sorry. But on the bottom here, he actually does have a camo pattern as well, but no decals. And the only thing on the bottom is kind of like a spotlight that all the helicopters basically have, like Kathy Copter, Ron Hover, and those ones as well. They have that little spotlight right under his chin there. And that is really all for Captain Munir. Not my favorite helicopter, but I'm glad that they released a few of the Army vehicles from the short Unidentified Flying Mater. Now, of course, there is also Andy Gearsdale that some people claim that he was in that short, but the version of Andy, or the similar car to Andy, was actually different and had some different decals, so it is most definitely that Andy appeared in Cars 2 and not this short. So I just wanted to clarify that for anyone who might have been confused. So thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you Selva Kumar for the suggestion. I really do appreciate it. I hope the video lived up to what you'd hoped it would be. So I'll see you guys all on Tuesday for a birthday request. See you guys then. Bye now.